Hey peeps, what's up? Munchie here, back with another video. And if you've just gotten your hands on a brand new Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 5, just taken it out of the box, you're wondering what are the first things you should do? Well, in this video, I will show you 20 things which you should do with your Z Flip 5 when you first take it out of the box. The first thing we're gonna do on the Z Flip 5 is to bring back the power button. So out of the box, if you press the power button or the side key as Samsung calls it, it is going to invoke Bixby. So how do you fix this? Well, the fix is pretty easy. You swipe down once, you swipe down one more time. Then you tap on this power button over here and you will see another screen. This is your power off menu here, and go into side button settings, and for press and hold say power off menu. And now if I go back and press the side button, or what I know as the power button, bam, here it is. This is the power menu on the Z Flip 5, which you can now get by pressing the side button or the power button. The next thing you might want to do on the Z Flip 5 when you take it out of the box is to make sure it is running at 120 Hz. So you go into settings, then you go into display motion smoothness, make sure that this is set as adaptive. Then while we are in display settings, let us also go and enable eye comfort shield. So this is going to keep your eyes comfortable by limiting the blue light and using warmer colors. And of course, if you want enhanced comfort with the blue light, you can enable the enhanced comfort toggle as well. And we are still in the display settings. If you scroll down, you will see something called edge panels. Make sure these are enabled, and if you go into the panels option, you can customize the different panels which you want. So this is going to make your life pretty easy. And then how do you access the edge panels? Well, here it is. Swipe from the right, and if you swipe between the panels, you can choose the different panels, and of course you can also customize your edge panel. So let us go back into the edge panel setting, and here, and if you select the handle option, you can lock the position, you can change the position from right to left, then you can change the color as well, the transparency, the size. So all those things can be customized. And the last thing we would want to change in the display settings is, if we go back to the main page of display settings, herein you will see an option called navigation bar. Now I'm not sure why in 2023 Samsung is still using the old school 3-button style. It's all about the gestures, so go ahead and enable gestures on your Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 5. Next up, I'm pretty sure you've heard that Android has something called Material You, wherein your colors, your theming colors change based on the wallpaper. However, again, Samsung has that disabled out of the box. So all you have to do to enable Material You on your Z Flip 5 is press and hold on the empty space on your home screen, and then we're going to go into wallpaper and style. Here and go into color palette, and we are going to enable that. And here it is. You can see that you can choose between the wallpaper colors for Material You, or you can choose the basic colors as well. Do you want to apply the palette to app icons as well? And then we are going to say apply. So now my wallpaper colors are being applied as Material You. You can see the app icons have changed, and it does look pretty cool. And other than the app icons, your quick settings icons would have the new background, and the same can be said for your volume panel as well, along with your button theming on the dialer and other applications. The next thing we're going to do when we take the Z Flip 5 out of the box is change the application grid size. So again, press and hold on the empty space on your home screen, go into settings, and herein you can change your home screen grid. Right now it is set as 4 by 5. Me personally, I like some more screen estate and I use 5 by 5, and you can do the same for your application drawer as well. So here it is, app screens grid, and we can change it to 5 by 6, and it looks more compact and also gives you more screen estate. The next thing I recommend you do with the Z Flip 5 when you take it out of the box is to customize the cover screen. And the first thing I recommend you do is go into the Galaxy Store, download the GoodLock application, and herein you need to download the multi-star module. Once you have the multi-star module, you can use any app on the cover screen of the Z Flip 5. Then you can also use any video, GIF, or any picture as the wallpaper on the cover screen of the Z Flip 5, and we do have separate detailed videos about those which can be found in the description of the video, along with a detailed video on how to use and customize the cover screen on the Z Flip 5. Next up, out of the box, a pretty important feature is disabled. So to enable that, we'll go into settings, sound and vibration, and then make sure you enable vibrate while ringing, because if the phone is in your pocket, you are in a noisy environment, you definitely want to feel that vibration motor so that you do not miss any calls. And then if you scroll down in the sound options, you will see something called sound quality and effects, and herein make sure you enable Dolby Atmos. I'm not sure why it is disabled out of the box, and you can also enable it for gaming. Then another cool feature which is present in sound and vibration is the option of separate app sound. Once you do this, once you enable it, you can select specific applications. So let us say for YouTube, I want music to be played via my Bluetooth speaker all the time, or via my headphones. So that is something which you can customize over here in this specific option of separate app sound. For our next set of things to do when you get the Z Flip 5, we will head into the labs section. So we will go into settings, and once you're in the settings page, you will go into advanced features. Herein we will go into labs. For starters, make sure you enable the option of flex mode panel. I'm not sure why it is disabled out of the box. Now once you enable this, you can also customize apps wherein you want to show the flex mode. So here it is. Let us enable it for all supported applications, and now let us open the Chrome application, and then we can close the phone a little bit. Bam, there it is. You can see that we now have a touchpad and a bunch of other options. So this here is flex mode, and in case you do not want to use it, just tap on this option or that button on the bottom left, and flex mode is going to be disabled for this specific application. Going back into the labs option, if you go into motion and gesture in advanced features, you will see another important toggle which is disabled, and this is keep screen on while viewing. So this is going to override the screen timeout which you have selected in display settings. As long as you are looking at the display, the screen is not going to turn off. Super helpful when you are using articles or stories or ebooks on your Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 5. Another super cool feature present on the Z Flip 5 not enabled out of the box is one-handed mode. So we'll go back into advanced features, and herein you will see one-handed mode. And how do you enable this? You swipe down in the center of the bottom edge of the screen, and that is going to enable one-handed mode. So let us give it a try. Let us go into settings, and we can swipe down from here. Bam, there it is. One-handed mode was activated, and you can of course resize this, and if you tap on this arrow you can move it, and if you want to disable it, just tap on the empty space. So yes, a pretty nifty feature present on the Z Flip 5, not enabled out of the box. For our next set of features which you need to enable when you take the Z Flip 5 out of the box, we will go into settings, and then we will go into battery and device care. Here, and if you tap on this battery option, and then you can scroll down, go into wireless power sharing. Bam, here it is. This is how you can enable reverse wireless charging. So if you have your Galaxy Buds, you want to charge them using your Z Flip 5, that is what you need to enable. But a super important thing to note over here is that one, you can configure the battery percentage, needs to be a minimum of 30% for you to be able to use reverse wireless charging, and then it will stop when you make a call, receive a call, or use the camera, and of course it works with most QI compatible devices. Next up, if you go into more battery settings, herein if you want to increase the longevity of the battery on the Z Flip 5, then make sure you enable protect battery. So to extend the lifespan of your battery, it is going to limit the charging percentage to 85%. Then, if you want more battery backup from your device, go into performance profile. Out of the box, it is set to standard. So this is going to provide you the recommended balance between processing speed, battery life, and cooling efficiency. However, if you just use your phone for, say, Instagram, YouTube videos, nothing super heavy, then you can also change the performance profile to light, which is going to prioritize the battery life and cooling efficiency over processing speed, because you do not need raw processing power for using Instagram or YouTube. Super important thing to note over here, that this setting will not apply to games. So if you're gaming on the Z Flip 5, you don't have to worry about the performance profile interfering with your games, because you have something called Game Booster, which is going to make sure you get the maximum horsepower out of your Z Flip 5 when you are gaming. Next up, you do want your Z Flip 5 to be optimized to its maximum potential all the time. So we will go back into settings, we'll go into battery and device care. Here in auto optimization is disabled out of the box. I recommend you enable it. So once you enable this toggle of restart when needed, it is going to automatically restart your phone to keep it in the best conditions. And super important thing to note over here, that automatic restarts will only happen when you're not using your phone. So it's not like you're in the middle of something important and to optimize your phone, they're going to reboot it. Next up, if you take a lot of selfies on your Z Flip 5, then you might run into the situation wherein the right hand appears as the left one and the left one appears as the right hand. So to fix that, go into the camera application, go into camera settings on the top left, and you will see a toggle which says save selfies as previewed. So now whenever you take a selfie from the Z Flip 5, the right hand is going to appear as the right hand. And for our last thing, we are going to make sure that the Z Flip 5 which we have bought is named after us. So we will go into settings, then you will go into about phone, and herein you see Galaxy Z Flip 5 is the name of the phone, which is pretty generic. So we're going to go ahead and edit that, and you can add your name before that, and bam, here it is. This Z Flip 5 is now customized as my Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 5. And there it is, peeps. Those are the first 20 things I recommend you do when you take the Z Flip 5 out of the box for the first time. Of course, if you have any pro tip which I have missed in this video, make sure to mention it as a comment on the video.